Well, good morning. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Central Arkansas. You know, the last video I did was on my grandson turning that large walnut bowl. And the first question I got asked when he and my daughter saw it was, you know, where's all the accidents? Where's all the catches that y'all were talking about? And I told him, I said, well, I didn't want to embarrass him, so I edited them out, the worst ones anyway. So, after some reflection, I think maybe we're missing an opportunity, a learning opportunity. So I'm going to go back through all those 32 video clips and pull out all the catches, and he had a couple pretty major ones. He hurt his hand on one of them, and we're going to stop at each of the worst ones anyway, and see if we can't figure out what caused it and maybe what he learned from it. So this one could be interesting. It might get me in the doghouse, but that's how you learn. You can't be afraid of failure. That's what I keep telling him. I say, if you screw up, just figure out why you screwed up and try not to do it again. So I'm gonna get back on the computer and start editing, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, here's the start as to why he starts getting some catches. If you pay attention, you'll notice that his erratic movements he's making, and his right hand is lower than his left hand, so he's taking an aggressive cut and moving erratically. I did not teach him to do this. He picked this trick up on his own. Now he's going back to the beaver. And again, his right hand is lower than his left, so he's taking too much of an aggressive cut. He's coming along with it. But he's not following my instructions
Get this out of your way, bud.
like I taught him.
Your elbow's hitting there.
I guess I'm in there now, sort of
Right off of it.
interfering, you might say. Let's watch him a few minutes and we'll come back.
Works better that way. Plus the camera can see better. How's it going? I heard a couple catches. You have a couple catches? Yeah. Well, you gotta hold it at the right angle. Alright? That's right, you just square. Well, it'll probably hang up in there. What? It'll probably hang up in there. What? What's the matter with this one? Not really good. Oh, it's throw a great big old shave is way up there. You're not putting the right pressure or something on it, Dominic. Look at, can you over here we can see what I'm doing. Alright, see, in order like this it's going to catch. You always got to have either even or a little bit, I like them a little turned, okay? You got to go slow. I seen you doing this kind of shit. You don't do that kind of shit. Walking through it now. See that? Well, that might be too much. Okay. Look, what you got to do same way I did it. If this don't work, do something different.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
If you're having a problem and it ain't cutting this way, well then do it this way.
Okay.
Until you find your, they call it a sweet spot, okay?
What about the little hole in the center? Do I go past that or no?
I mean, that's where you stop.
Is that little hole?
Yeah, when you get the same depth as that hole, you stop.
Same depth as the little hole?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
See, okay, look here. This is a good way to do it, okay? Okay, see, that's a depth hole.
Correct.
That's the depth you're going to.
Even the little hole?
No, the bottom of the little hole is the depth hole.
Gotcha.
Okay? Right now, look how deep you are. See there, you want to get it to where it's about like so.
Right.
All right, and even the walls right here. See how thick those walls are? Look out over there. So what you got to do, you got to, you know, just go ahead and keep working it like this, okay? Until you hit this spot right here, and you got to bring it to follow the outside contour inside.
Right.
You got it? Not giving up on me, are you?
No.
All right. Better not. Use these if you need to. Right there. All right, it's all yours.
Well, you can see a little 101 instruction really makes a lot of difference. He's still, you know, sort of fighting the middle. And I'm letting him do a drag pull cut rather than a push cut right now. Push cuts are a little difficult when you're learning, so pull cuts are quite a bit easier. Once he masters those, then I'll transition him to doing the push cut to get a much smoother cut. Okay, right here, if you watch real close, you're going to see a couple things. First place, he's got that right arm too low again. And the second one is he's getting ready to fall off, there you go, off the end of the wrist. So he's getting ready to have a pretty major catch here shortly. If you watch, you see he's sort of shaking and moving his right hand around. That's because he's got a death grip on the cutting tool. I've tried to caution him against that, but that's sort of minor. You'll figure that out in the long run.
Stop. I saw how come you're getting catches. You're trying to have it tilted this way and go back. You cannot do that. You did. I saw you do it. I just watched you. You put it in here, and you had it cutting, and you went this way just a little. That's all it takes. You see what I'm talking about? You could never go this way unless you tilt it this way, or go in straight. See here? And when you start doing your last cut or so, you need to cut it all the way like this because of the way the grain runs. Okay? See what I'm talking about now? Now, if you had it tilted like this and you grab it right here, it's going to flip on you. You've got to go with the flow. In other words, How can I best explain it to you?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, if you're cutting this way, you do this, and you're cutting this way, you do this.
Okay.
You got me?
Yeah.
Uh, Well, let's see if we can't figure out what happened to the poor old Dominic there. First off, I guess this is, sort of my fault. I didn't own the right tool rest for what he was trying to do. Since then, I built one, and here it is. So, we now have the right one. It didn't do no good then, but I just hadn't been building big bolts. I didn't have a reason. So anyway, he was using this tool rest here, and he was sitting in here about like this. And what he was doing, he was working this and this curve right here, and he was using a round cutter like this one. Well, this is the one he was using. And what happened was, he comes in here just fine, right in here like this, and then for some unknown reason he takes and turns it just a little and catches this edge and flips it over the end of the tool rest. So he came in, I guess it was more like, you can see that quite. Let me hold on just a second here. Turn it a little bit more this way. Okay, maybe that's better. I think it was more about like so. So he comes in here, and he's working this area here, getting it nice and pretty clean, and working this curve. But then he comes in here, and this is a different direction. So he's doing this, coming in, doing fine, and then for some reason he starts to come back, but he flips it just a little too soon, and the edge right here catches and puts down and causes a problem, and jerks it out of his hand. He got hurt pretty good there, but what he was doing, he had it, let me get it right here nice and close now. He was cutting right here real fine, but then when he went to come back, he turned it just a little bit right here, but he kept going that direction, so the high edge hit and it flipped him off, and that's what happened. So he came off the end of the tool rest. If he had the longer tool rest, he probably would have got a catch, but it wouldn't have flipped it off and jerked it out of his hand. He did get a little bit hurt there, but he's young and tough. If it'd been me, I may have been laid up. All right, so that's how that happened, and I'm sure he learned a lesson and So did I. You know, you got to have the right tools to do the job, and you shouldn't improvise. So, okay, let's move on.
We're a lot worse than last time.
What did you do, son?
I have no idea. Cracked the whole bowl though.
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, you evidently got a bad catch.
Son of a gun.
Well, it ain't beyond fixing. Why don't you just quit for the day? I think you're getting frustrated. I just think you're getting frustrated, okay?
Alright.
Well, he went home for the day to nurse his wounds, and he came back the next day and got right after it and finished the bowl. And you guys saw it turned out real nice. You got to give him some credit for sticking with it. So that's about all the major problems he had. He didn't have any major problems finishing it. So I just want to point out, some of the things that happen that get edited out. It's a learning experience, and he'll be a better turner for it. In fact, since then he's turned another walnut bowl, a much smaller one. I don't think he likes turning the big bowls, but he'll get over that, and he'll be right back after it. He's that kind of person. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for bearing with me on this, and if you like what I do, please subscribe and tell your friends and all that kind of good stuff, and give me a like. And as usual, keep them whirling, and thank you very much.